Hey cleaning family, it's Carolyn Arolano, your cleaning business mentor. And in today's YouTube video, we are going to discuss cleaning scams. Trust me, this is something we all need to be made aware of. Scammers are constantly finding new ways to take advantage of hardworking cleaning professionals such as myself and you. It is super essential to protect ourselves and our businesses from falling into these different traps. In this video, we're going to break down some of the most common scams targeting the cleaning industry, how to recognize them, and what to do if you suspect something's off. So let's dive right in. First, let's talk about upfront payment scams. One of the biggest red flags that you will encounter as a cleaning business owner is the upfront payment scams. Imagine this. Somebody contacts you through email, a Facebook ad, or even a random phone call, offering a cleaning job that pays a generous sum, let's say $500 to $900 or even more. It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's because it usually is. The scammer might tell you that they need immediately cleaning services and are willing to pay up front without meeting you or seeing the property. This is not how our industry usually works. Typically, cleaning jobs require a walkthrough of the property or at least a detailed quote based on the square footage or the level of cleaning required. If someone is rushing to pay you even before discussing the details of the job, this is a huge red flag. Okay, I have received these emails personally in the past, and they're usually out of town in another country. The moment that you hear something like this, stop and think to yourself, why would anybody pay me up front without even discussing the needs of their cleaning or even understanding how it is that we price, right? Scammers are going to prey on the desire for fast, easy income, but legitimate clients are more cautious and a lot more professional. Always insist on a proper contract or a walkthrough before accepting any form of payment. Scam number 2. Third-party transactions. Now let's talk about the third-party transaction scam. This one is tricky because it often seems legit on the surface. And here's how this one happens to work. The scammer tells you that they are out of town or unavailable, but a third party, a realtor, a painter, or a friend will give you access to the property. Then they ask you to accept the payment and forward a portion of a payment to the third party. For example, they might send you a check for $1,000 and ask you to keep $500 for your cleaning service and for you to forward the other $500 to the realtor who will give you the keys. This is a complete scam. That check will bounce and you'll be responsible for the full amount. This has actually happened to me in the past, but on a personal note. If anyone asks you to forward money to a third party or handle funds that are not directly related to the job that you are doing, walk away immediately. You are not a bank. If they can pay you, then they can pay that third party directly. Don't ever agree to be the middleman in a financial transaction, especially if it involves sending money to somebody else. Scam number 3. Phantom property scams. Another common scam is what I call the phantom property scam. This happens when somebody contacts you to clean a property, but the details about the property just do not add up. Maybe they claim they don't have access to the property yet because they're waiting on a realtor, or they're out of town or moving from another country and they cannot meet you in person. But as the conversation goes on, you will notice that they're being very vague and the details will be inconsistent. For example, they might say something along the lines of, "We'll get the keys next week, but we need you to start right now." Or we're closing on the house soon, but we'll send you a check ahead of time. If the story keeps changing or they can't provide basic details about the property, like the address, then it's probably a scam. Always insist on verifying the property before agreeing to any job. This can be as simple as requesting the exact address so that you can look it up online. You can also ask for property photos, the name of the realtor that is going to be involved, or even to schedule a video walkthrough. If they're hesitant to provide this information, trust your instincts and decline the job immediately. My biggest thing is trusting your instincts, you guys. Scam number 4, overpayment scams. Now let's talk about the overpayment scam, which has been going around for quite some time, but it continues to evolve. In this scam, the scammer will accidentally send you a check or payment for more than the agreed upon amount. Then they'll ask you to refund the difference, often with a convincing story like, I sent too much money by mistake, or I need the excess to go to a contractor. This is a classic scam. Once you send back the difference, the original payment bounces, leaving you completely out of pocket. Never accept overpayments. If someone overpays you, politely refuse and explain that you only accept payment for the agreed upon amount. Don't ever refund money that you haven't legitimately earned. Scam number 5, personal information scams. Scammers may also try to collect your personal information. They'll say they need your driver's license, bank account number, or social security number to process payment or to do a background check. This is a huge red flag. Legitimate clients won't need your sensitive information just to hire you for a cleaning job. Be extremely cautious about sharing any personal data, especially with somebody that you've never met in person. Scammers use this information for identity theft, so protect yourself by keeping your personal and business details private. Another newer scam is the fake review scam, which usually targets newer cleaning businesses looking to establish themselves online. Someone contacts you offering to leave glowing reviews in exchange for a free or discounted cleaning service. While it might sound tempting to get those reviews, this is often a trick. Scammers may use fake accounts to leave reviews, or worse, use the promise of a review as leverage to avoid paying you for your services. Real clients don't need to offer reviews as currency. They offer payment for the job that is going to be performed well done. If a client is overly focused on trading services for a review or seems insistent on not paying upfront, consider it a red flag. Scam number 7, the emergency scam. This scam preys on your desire to help somebody in need. The emergency scam usually involves somebody contacting you in a panic, claiming they need urgent cleaning services right away. They might say something along the lines of, my house is a disaster and I need you to come clean it tomorrow because I'm having guests. They'll offer to pay extra for the inconvenience, but when you ask for more details, they're vague about their location, payment method, or exact cleaning needs. This is a classic trick to rush you into accepting the job without doing your due diligence. Never skip your normal process of gathering information and verifying the client, no matter how urgent the request may seem. If they're legitimate, they'll understand the need for a professional process. If they're not, you just saved yourself from a huge headache. Scam number 8, vacation rental scams. In this case, someone claims to own a vacation property and says that they need you to clean it because they live out of state or are too far away to handle it themselves. They might offer to send a check for the cleaning and the key to the house, but they'll ask you to deal with a third party for access. While some vacation rentals do operate this way, it's important to do your research. Ask for verifiable references, look up the property online, and be cautious about handling third-party payments or access. Scammers often use the vacation rental excuse to avoid in-person contact and create a sense of urgency to push you into action. Scam number 9, fake job offers. Finally, watch out for fake job offers. Scammers may pose as property managers or business owners offering regular cleaning jobs with high pay. They'll lure you in with the promise of steady work, but then ask for personal information or require for you to pay up front for supplies or insurance before starting. Legitimate jobs don't require for you to pay to work. Always research the company and ask for references, and make sure everything is above the board before committing. How to protect yourself. So how can you protect yourself from these types of scams? Here are a few tips that you should keep in mind. Number one, most importantly, trust your gut. If you feel something off, it probably is. Number two, always get a contract. Make sure the terms of the job are clear and written down. Tip number three, verify the property. If the details seem vague or inconsistent, do some research and ask for the address. Tip number four, never accept overpayments. If somebody sends you more than the agreed upon amount, it is likely a scam. Tip number five, guard your personal information. Only share what's necessary and never give out sensitive details unless you know for certain that the job is legitimate. Remember, it's always better to lose a potential job than to get caught up in a scam. Your business and your reputation are worth more than a quick dollar from a shady deal. Also, if you do happen to get scammed, don't beat yourself up about it. Many of us professional cleaning business owners have either been caught up in a scam or have been very close to being caught up in a scam. So again, if it doesn't feel right, please trust your instincts, you guys. Every single time I have felt or thought something was off with a client, I was 100% spot on. I hope you guys found this video informational and educational. If you guys are looking for one-on-one monthly mentoring, please be sure to check out my website, www.cleaningbusinessmentor.com, where you will find a number of resources, online courses, one-on-one mentorship, and a number of digital products that I have created for those in the cleaning industry. Thank you so much, YouTube family. Until next time.